When you click on this particular option, it changes from chat mode to edit mode and goes on to make the required changes. And within a minute, it should be available for us. You can see that it's. In the last video, we explored Bold.new, an AI-powered platform that allows you to build landing pages and web applications with just prompt. Today, let's explore yet another platform which allows you to build web applications with prompting. Welcome to day 193 of the 1000 Days of No Code Challenge. Meet Lovable.dev. Let's see how Lovable is different to Bold, or what are the similarities between these two platforms. So let's get started. To begin, head over to Lovable.dev and click on sign up. You can use sign up with Google. Since we have already created an account, it's already logged me in. Now I have to give a simple prompt over here. So the prompt is build a portfolio website for a freelance designer with a homepage, project gallery, and contact form. If I have any attachments like designs or any other details that I want to add, I can attach it over here. Or if you don't know what needs to be built, okay, you can use one of the pre-existing prompts that is available over here. Now, because we have prompt, let's go ahead. I'll click on enter and it starts analyzing what we have mentioned and it will build the page that we are looking for. Now, while this is getting developed, you can actually click on this particular icon and it will shift to dev mode, which is where you can see all the files getting created and all the code that is getting generated. You can see what's happening over here on the left side, and if code overwhelms you, then shift back to the preview mode. In a minute or two, you should be able to see a complete, responsive, nice looking web page ready. And there you go, the page is ready. It gives you all the details. It gives us option to connect to Supabase. It gives us option to visit the blog to understand more about Lovable. And there is also something called knowledge, which is mainly helpful if you are building web app. Like I mentioned in case of Bold, we will also have a separate series for Lovable.dev where we will explore how do we go about building web applications using this platform. And that's when we will come to knowledge. For now, we can ignore it. Let's quickly have a look at the landing page it has built, and then we will see some of the options available at the bottom. So let me open it up. This looks neat. Of course, we can change the image over here. This is the name it has given: home, project, skills, gallery, contact, and this is completely Walkly, right? So we'll go back. We have a get in touch button here. We have a hero section added over here. View my work, which will take us to project gallery, which is where we can see all the projects. Of course, we have to update this with our projects that we have done, right? It has code injection animations. When we hover on top of it, you have filters available, okay, which the users can use. And scroll down, you can see the featured projects here, right? And you can also see the skills and expertise section where it shows 50 plus projects completed, 30 plus happy clients, and so on and so forth. And then you have ready to start your project, start a project, okay, or schedule a call. Now, if I click on this one, it takes to frequently asked questions, okay, where we also have option for them to fill the form with name, email, company, project type, with brand identity, web design, mobile app design, e-commerce, and others, right? Budget range, it has already filtered some budget range for us, timelines, okay, and project details. Now, I want to show you something specific. Let me go back, and this is something that I love about Lovable. Yes, I chat with Lovable now, asking, do we have to include mobile number as an input field in the form? I am asking Lovable. It's not a prompt to add that change. See what happens here. So it gives me an explanation of if mobile number needs to be included or if there is any implications including that field, right? So you can see that it says required fields, these are the things, optional fields, company, budget, range, timeline, and then we have contact information displayed, these three things, right? And it's giving us details as to Should you add a mobile number field? Arguments for adding it, and then arguments against, right? And then it also gives us recommendations what could be done. That is, make it optional rather than required. Okay. After it gave us all the detailed explanation, we have an option where it says add optional mobile number field. When you click on this particular option, it changes from the chat mode to edit mode and goes on to make the required changes. And within a minute, it should be available for us. You can see that it's actually modifying writing contact.tsx, and there you go. It's ready. Now if I go to start a project, and you can see the mobile number field being added, and this is not a mandate. Now the beauty of platforms like Bold or Lovable is that it builds a completely responsive apps, right? So let me just refresh this and I'll show you it being responsive. So this is the desktop view that we have seen. When I reduce the width, you can see that it automatically gets adjusted based on the screen size. This is the mobile view, right? You can see that everything is neatly aligned with proper spacing. If I go back to the landing page, that's also neatly done. This would have been completely until here. We can ask it, right, to modify this particular thing. You see, rest everything is neatly done. This is being shown only when we hover. We can ask it to change that. We also have some edit mode here. We will come to this when we are dealing with web application development in a separate series. We have seen what is chat. Now on the right top, we have option to manage our Superbase, which is connected to this particular application. We also have an option to sync with GitHub. We can invite our friends, colleagues, or family members so that we can work together. We can also publish the app directly from here. So you don't have to be a developer. You don't have to understand a single line of code. All you need is an idea, which you can then prompt and build a landing page or web applications. Now, platforms like this is good enough to build wonderful landing pages or simple web apps. If you want to build complex web applications, then it's not sufficient that you create one big prompt and put it there. You actually have to go step by step so that the platform actually is built using the least number of tokens possible. We will cover that during a separate series. So if you've already tried Bold, try Lovable and see what is the difference in the landing page that it is building. And share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.